Altcoin market cap just hitting $1.5 trillion market cap. I saw this post from Kevin Svensson on X. For a while, people weren't sure if Ethereum would actually perform well. Now it's clear. The price was forced into a discount and it's primed to skyrocket. Forced into a discount. It sure was. It sure has been manipulated into a discount. Money will flow into the alt market really quickly, soon. Look at Kevin. Alt season begins here. For real this time. Kevin's one of my favorite analysts in the space, and he has an amazing track record. He's very good at Bitcoin analysis and even altcoin analysis as well. I'm taking note that he's calling alt season right here. Obviously, nobody ever knows, but you look at the total crypto market cap chart, excluding Bitcoin, altcoins are preparing for their bull market. It hasn't happened yet. Notice how we're up around 250% from the bear market lows. Incredible. If you are a macro altcoin investor, if you're a crypto person out there, if you're silently out there, the silent majority, I call them, props to you for through this series of higher highs and higher lows, we're up 250% on altcoin market cap. Props to you for accumulating. If you're a macro investor and you see the bigger picture, for real, props to you, because last night's video, the sentiment in my comments, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on. Altcoins right now looking on point. I want to break down Ethereum charts. I want to break down XRP charts. I want to break down Cardano charts. And I want to go over a bit of news that's going on in the crypto space. It's just too much news. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in. If you're not in our intelligence system, we've got our risk models, our exit planners. For all you members out there, we just implemented, this is like very popular demand, favorites. You see we've got favorites here. You just pick your favorites and they will appear on our risk models. When you know, right here at the top, you'll see your favorites there, as well, even in the bull bear arena. So free trial right now, everybody. It's up for grabs. Go try it out right now. And a 40% discount, I believe, still in play once the trial is even over. So check us out over there. But Bitcoin dominance, everybody, it is at the 50-week moving average in blue. It has made its way to that area. This, if you've been watching my videos, you know this is like this area that I'm watching like a hawk right now. And I think a lot of people are. We had a very big fake out, as you know, back here in December. We were thinking altcoin season starting there. I mean, we just saw Kevin's tweet, Kevin's post, alt season begins here. And it's looking very primed considering what's going on in the space. I want to see strong weekly closes below the 50-week moving average on this chart. And this is just something that we're just going to have to wait for and just kind of see what Bitcoin dominance does. Let's jump into the Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano charts, but I first want to just kind of go over some things. As you know, this morning I did a video on this. President Trump officially signed executive order allowing crypto within 401ks. Crypto czar David Sachs says the executive orders President Trump signed today will give 90 million Americans access to crypto. I couldn't imagine being on the sidelines right now. I just couldn't. I couldn't imagine being pessimistic about the crypto space. I just couldn't, especially at the confluence of the business cycle. Interest rates are getting ready to come down. Money printers turning on. I just can't imagine. President Trump just nominated pro-Bitcoin advocate Stephen Moran to the Federal Reserve Board. He says Bitcoin should have a meaningful role in U.S. monetary policy. Look at the headlines. And this will be a nice segue to the cryptos. Here we go. The parties have filed a joint dismissal of the appeals. The SEC and Ripple feud is officially over. The case is over. And so we have an XRP chart. We can start with XRP. I think in this analysis, we'll go over to Ethereum and then we'll look at Cardano. So in relation to XRP, I just want to make a note of my target that I just still have sitting here. It's a first cycle 1618. It's the target that XRP did not hit last cycle, swing high to swing low of the bear market low of March 2020. Going into that next kind of bull market, this area, 1618, above $5, I think it would have been hit if it didn't have the SEC just attacking Ripple. It wasn't hit. That's my first target. Interestingly enough, ironic enough, we are very close to the target, $5.30, the 1618 area. SEC feud over after all of these years. Just too ironic. What I wanted to take a glance at was kind of what's going on here. And this is going to become exciting for XRP holders in particular. And that is this. We have this massive typical XRP move that happens and then boom, just like sideways. This is classic XRP. Look back here in 2017. What's exciting for me in relation to XRP, even if you don't hold XRP, but just for evaluating altcoins, is this. We have a very similar vibe right now in the crypto space in relation to 2017 bull market. And I really think it is absolutely true that there are so many similarities to the bull market of 2017. Here's what's really cool about this Ripple move, this XRP move, I should say. We've gotten this consolidation. We're getting this pump right now. You see how we got this consolidation back here, 2017? We got this massive like pump. It was like 1, 2, it's like a month of pump, and then that was it. Bull market over. You know what I think right now? I don't think we're anywhere near a bull market being over. There's people out there that are like, man, we've only got two months left of the cycle, because they are focused on the 4-year cycle theory. I think the 4-year cycle theory is out the window this cycle. We've had a business cycle that has been lagging, and we have all of the confluence of this administration and what they're doing with pro-crypto legislation, and we have just liquidity cycle is just increasing like crazy. We're not entering, a 2022 style bear market because quantitative tightening is coming into play. Quantitative tightening right now is getting ready to slow down. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because check this out. If you look at XRP back here, it's kind of like, oh, is XRP just getting ready for one more move to the upside and that's it? I don't think so. I don't know what XRP's next move will look like, but if you go to our risk models for XRP, let me just I want to refresh because I don't know if this is updated since I've had this page open, but if I open up our risk models here and I go down to XRP, we're sitting at 59. So it actually did tick up a few points. We're sitting at a 59 in our risk intelligence system, in our risk model. And if you notice back here, XRP made this swing high to 99, this move that we're evaluating in 2017, and then it consolidated into the 40s and the 50s, and it's hobbling around there. And then this like 51 area was the pre-parabolic move. This is precisely where XRP is right now. It's doing the same exact thing. Here's what's exciting for the XRP holders, and I think just for crypto holders in general. I don't think it's going to be like one blow off top and game over. Like bull market is over, bear market's going to start. I think we're going to get a similar, just higher high, higher low, just slow accumulation in this bull market. I think eventually, if this does play out, there are going to be people, and we can go to an altcoin market cap chart to see how this plays out. There will be people that are like starting to just do videos. It's a super cycle because the way in which this cycle is trading. So we can anticipate these moves to the upside. I think in the risk model, just a glance at this, I would really be targeting for take profit areas in our risk model for XRP. The 70s, perhaps the 70s, that could be too early, but definitely 80, 90, and 100. I mean, these are just great areas. And I think XRP will hit these areas. But if we have this continued swing high, consolidate, like this is how the cycle has gone, I think XRP could be in store for its own super cycle. So yeah, we have a target for XRP, which is like at 530, but we have much higher targets. The next third cycle higher high would be 830. So $8.30. It's $5 move from where we are right now. Going over to Ethereum. I have to bring this up because this is what my video last night was solely about. It was the potential for exactly this, the move to this resistance area. I'm waiting for Ethereum. Now we're $200 away. I'm really waiting for Ethereum to break $4,100. That's my area. Even in last night's video, I think I said, you know what, maybe Ethereum goes a little higher, but we're just getting resistance here and then we're starting to consolidate. I'm still being very cautious of that move because it's very much in play. So if you're an altcoin holder and you're excited right now, if you're an altcoin holder, you think alt season's going to begin right here because even, you agree with someone like Kevin Svensson over here, which I think is a very strong possibility. Don't be discouraged if we get rejection here and we're cruising back down and we're interacting again with this multi-year yellow trend line. This is something I talked about in yesterday's video. I think with the narratives, and especially even the narrative of this resistance for Ethereum, it's in play, right? They might just liquidate longs all of a sudden, and we might get a dip tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know how this will play out. But I'm just trying to unemotionally not get too hype. I'm very bullish on the crypto space, as you know, but I'm waiting for Ethereum to break $4,100 with strength. And it's not done it yet, but that is the main thing that I'm keeping an eye on right now for Ethereum. It's a very big altcoin indicator for me. All the while, I'll continue to speculate about the potential rejection, coming back down a little bit longer, putting in a more clear right shoulder, and then we have the breakout a little bit further down the road, maybe a few weeks or so. Let's look at ADA. Let's do some analysis on ADA. ADA is sitting at 79 cents right now. I actually, before I even start zooming in on something like the daily chart, we do some analysis on the daily, because there's certain things I think that are important to watch for, even in the current move that we're in. So the next 23 hours, really, as I'm doing this video, it really is this. There's two pretty big setups right now. We're going to evaluate the more short-term setup right here, but I want to bring your attention to the bigger setup. This massive upper trend line that extends back to the bear market lows. This is really the next target for Cardano. It's in that $1.80 to $2 range. I talked about this in last night's video, and we're going to evaluate this a little bit more. It's kind of like this inverse head and shoulder setup. I got a comment, and someone was like, "Oh, like a $1.80 target for the bull market for Cardano." And I want to mention that target is just the next swing high for Cardano. That's not like the bull market target for Cardano. What is so meaningful about the move is what I've been talking about for so long now. This swing high, we tested the top of the bull market doors here, which is this 20-week moving average resistance. This breakout that could potentially be in formation right now on the daily, which I'm going to look at, this breakout to the target of $1.80 or so could lead to these bull market doors being broken. And so anywhere between $1.20 really and this $1.80 area, I will be so curious of the price action for Cardano. And what I mean by curious of the price action is, are we going to get a power move like last cycle when we broke the bull market doors right here? Because if we break the bull market doors and we get a power move, can we break this trend line? Because that has quite a large target to the upside. If we're looking at this, I'd probably say the next target out of that move would be around $5 for Cardano. And even then, I'm not saying that's my bull market target, but that's the lower range. That $5 to $10 range, I think, is a fair bull market high target for Cardano. So the stepping stones to this and the dominoes could fall very quickly. And this is how Cardano trades in bullish environments. It kind of sleeps for a while and wakes up like crazy. So I will be monitoring Cardano price action really in that $1.20 to $1.80 area. And all the while, I should go to our risk models. It's awesome that I have Cardano in my favorites now. That is actually awesome. Our risk model for Cardano is sitting at a 40. And I'm going to continue sharing these while they're kind of in hold territory. When we start getting into actionable areas, these are areas that our members they're paying for these tools and this data. And I'm not going to sit here and just share all of this data. I do not think that is fair. But I do want to kind of at least offer some valuable insight and data to where these cryptos are right now in our risk models, at least some of them. Cardano is at a 40. It's still in hold territory. You go back to last cycle, here's 40 in September, October 2020. This is pre-market territory. So Cardano, even with this move that we're in right now, it's sitting at 79 cents, and it's in this area from a risk perspective that it was in October 2020, right? So 10 cents right here is literally where we are now, but we're not at 10 cents, we're at 79 cents. Tell me what you think is possible for Cardano. I know what I think is possible. I know there's a lot of people that don't think anything is possible, and that is fine. But this entire move is possible. It could be higher. It could be lower. I do not know. But I'm anticipating it all, and I'm prepared for it all. So that's Cardano on the weekly. I want to just kind of go to the daily because the next 23 hours or so, we're already at this 20-day moving average. I don't know. How are we going to trade right now, right? Is there going to be resistance? Are we going to close a daily candle below the 20-day? What are all of these altcoins doing at this moment? We had a very nice bullish day. But again, that does not mean this is the absolute breakout. The thing that I want to monitor as we kind of try and watch XRP, Ethereum, even this Cardano chart, the thing that I really want to monitor, whether we're sideways, whether we're pumping a little, whether we're dipping a little, I want to monitor Bitcoin dominance. What is Bitcoin dominance doing? Because this is where things are getting kind of crazy. if Bitcoin dominance starts falling and breaks this previous swing low around 60.5%, we need to pay attention. But if Bitcoin dominance starts making a move to the upside, we have to pay attention to that as well. So I'm waiting for certain things, namely Bitcoin dominance to fall below, what did we say it was? Like, if we go back to the weekly, this 50-week moving average, 60.8%. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting for Ethereum to break $4,100 with strength. I'm waiting for ADA to make its way to this trend line up here that's close to $1. These are the things that I'm waiting for to really start talking about altcoin season being absolutely activated. I think it's going to happen. I just don't know the volatility along the way. Will it happen sooner than later, right? Like, are we going to get choppy again? People get bearish again? I don't know. But these are the things I'm watching for, everybody. I'm hype. I'm feeling very excited about the crypto space, everything that is going on, all of the fundamentals that are playing out, the intersection of this business cycle and what's going on from just even a macroeconomic standpoint. I think is a very strong opportunity for any of you that are paying attention. I'm grateful to be in the crypto space right now. I'm grateful to be prepared. I know I've been personally, just as a YouTuber, everybody, yesterday's video got an insane amount of comments, like not good ones. And it kind of blew me away this morning when I woke up to see them. And for me, that's kind of like a content creator mental thing. But I'm absolutely not going to be distracted kind of by that noise, because I really do think that the mass majority of you that are watching and you continue to watch, I genuinely think you're just seeing what I'm seeing. And you're also just trying to prepare. So those are my thoughts today. I know it's a little bit longer of a video, but so much going on, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Please smash that like button. And again, yes, I'm building a company here. I'm excited about it. I've waited so long to offer something of value to all of you and the crypto space in general. I want to blow this thing up and build it. So yes, I will, in most videos, sell this. And right now, the guys, Alessandro, Axel, they really convinced me to activate a trial, get people in here, let them see what it's all about. Let them try it. And that's how confident we are about the system. And if you don't like it, you can simply cancel, not pay anything. So these are my thoughts today. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.